Hi, I'm Michael Ciamarra, and here's what's happening inside Montgomery. The 2009 regular session of the Alabama Legislature ended Friday, May 15th. Of the more than 1,600 bills filed since February 3rd, the legislature approved more than 400. At this time, 218 have become law. In the last 2 days of the session, lawmakers passed an additional 198 bills, most of which applied to specific counties. The big question during the last week was, would lawmakers accept Governor Riley's suggested amendments to the state's general fund budget, adding $9 million more into the state prison system? Instead, lawmakers kept $6.5 million in special project money, or PORC, for their districts, rejecting Governor Riley's amendments. Representative Mary Sue McClurkin of Pelham shares her concerns.
You know, as much as I like to have money available for special projects in my district, I certainly don't want it at the cost of prisons, and we are so behind already. We've just gotten out from under years of a court order that really did make us have to spend millions of dollars to implement it, and you know, here we could easily go back to that.
A number of bills that failed to pass included a ban on pack-to-pack money transfers, a 21st century code of public ethics for elected officials, legislation to allow overseas military to vote electronically, targeted tax relief for low-income Alabamians on their grocery purchases, and finally, legislation to reenact the Jefferson County occupational tax. The failure to pass this measure alone, which may force county officials to lay off over 1,200 county workers, might compel a special session of the legislature. On the other hand, many good bills did pass in the last 2 days and in the weeks prior, as we have reported on in past editions of Inside Montgomery, including the Judicial Qualifications Bill, Steel Coil Safety, and the Hospital Acquired Infections Reporting Act. Overall, I give the legislature a C+ for effort. Many people make the mistake of measuring the legislature's annual productivity by the volume of bills passed or by the seriousness of reforms they enact, and those are great benchmarks. But it is equally important to take into account the number of very bad bills that are defeated each session and the immense amount of hard work that goes into stopping these bills. Sometimes good legislation doesn't get the media attention it deserves. A couple bills from the energy package introduced early in the session passed. Senator Wendell Mitchell of Laverne, the co-chair of the legislature's Joint Energy Committee, was pleased.
Some of them are directed at advancing our renewable energy opportunities, and we've got the cooperation of Auburn University and other research institutions in this state. The benefits to the average consumer will be a savings in cost out of their own pockets. They will be environmentally safer.
Senator Mitchell also shared with us his concerns about the so-called cap-and-trade debate at the national level.
It's somewhat punitive in my opinion and unnecessary, even though all of us are for improving the environment, but you don't stage that goal and use one section of the country to achieve it.
Finally, a bill that I have promoted for a couple of years passed on the last day. The bill, I called it Alabama's Right to Know Act, will require all state expenditures, grants, and contracts be posted online so that everyone can see the state's checkbook. I want to especially congratulate Senator Arthur Orr of Decatur and Representative Mike Ball of Madison for their time and very hard work in getting this bill through the legislature. Alabama taxpayers should especially thank these two legislators for their passion for accountability and transparency. Thank you for watching and for your commitment to a better Alabama. Keep checking our website for more updates on legislation we are working on for the next session at alabamapolicy.org.